Here we go. Orangeville Flyers versus Barrie Colts. Telford steps in for the draw. Colts win it back to the defense. Off the near wing. In over the blue line of the Flyers territory. O'Shea back to collect it. O'Shea to the far half boards. Brady back to O'Shea. Colts chipping in the Flyers territory, but we're offside. Money collects the puck. Backhand intended for Telford out of his reach. Colts off the near wing. Back in Flyers territory. Colts in their first centering attempt. O'Shea blocks it. Brady picks it up. Money sends it to center ice. Colts back in their own territory. Cross ice. Brady pressuring. Colts turn, fired around the near wing. Telford there gets a shot off the side of the post. Puck settles down behind the net. Colts cleared around the near wing. Telford and Money in the near corner. Centering pass. Just behind Andretti. O'Shea gets there to keep it in deep. Colts off the near far boards. Back to O'Shea. Turns, fires. On target. Gloved down by the Colts goaltender. Face off in the very end. Kelly steps in to take the draw. Kelly wins it to the point for Way. Way winds up, fires one, misses wide. Rebound comes to the near blue line. Jeffrey Stedman couldn't quite keep it in. Colts bring it down through center ice. Kelly slows his man down. Jeffrey Stedman back to collect it. Sends it to the opposite and fires to the blue line, not out. Back to Way. Way sends it across ice, intended for two. Face-off comes just outside the Flyers' territory. Nichols steps in to take the draw. Nichols wins it back. Gower to Randall at the far wing. Randall at center ice, couldn't see it, picked up by the Colts. Barrie down the near wing, through center ice, in over the blue line. Leading shot, Milks makes the save, rebound, cleared out of the way by Randall through center ice. Nickel pressuring, Colts play it back to the Flyers blue line. Randall just backhands that to the Barrie blue line. Dumped in, Gower collects it, sends it across to Sloan. Sloan off the boards and tried to get it out. Colts keep it in. Sloan, loose puck. Picked up by Nickel. He'll send that to Felix. Gets it to center ice, pressuring. Colts back in their own territory. Colts through center. And over the blue line. Sloan intercepts it. Colts in just on side. Centering attempt, couldn't get a stick on it. Gower in behind the Flyers goal. Centering attempt, kept wide by Gower. Randall in the far corner. Colts pick it up out front. Jam play, missed through the crease to the near wing. Colts, Nickel with a good stick, breaks it up in the near corner. Off the boards for Felix to the blue line. Kept in by the Colts. Sloan, hard off the boards, not quite enough to get it out of the zone. Felix tried to shove his way through. Sloan finally gets it out to center. Intercepted by the Colts, they'll bring it back into the Flyers territory. Backhander over the net to the near wing. Felix turns, fires it. Icing waved off. Randall on his horse picks up the puck first. Good stick check by the Colts to intercept it. Randall behind the net. Colts to the near wing. Up to the blue line and out. Colts gets center ice and chip it in the zone. O'Shea, he's back first, sends it to the far wing for Andretti. Andretti up to Lunny at center. Lunny just had a stick check, puck's bouncing. Comes back to Seabury. Off the near wing intended for Telford. Colts shove it back in the Flyers zone. Seabury picks it up back behind his net. To the far corner for Andretti, under pressure. He comes up with it on his knees to the blue line, not out. Colts walk back in, throw through cross ice, picked up by Lunny. He'll skate it up the near wing. Gets center ice and shoves it in. We'll call that icing. 5.5 to go in the first period. Face off to the right of Milks. Telford steps in to take it. Telford wins it to Lunny on the near wing. He gets it to the blue line, but not out. Colts in deep in the Flyers' territory, behind the net. Telford, Savory battling, holding it there. Lunny gets it to the far corner. The Colts tried to get it to their point, intercepted. Cross ice just behind Lunny. Colts there, pick it up along the near wing. Lunny steals it in over the blue line. He's got Andrade with him. Lunny with the shot. Crossbar in! Flyers goal scored by number 19, Ethan Lunny. 4:59 to go in the first period. Kelly wins the draw back, way to the near wing for Jeffrey Stedman, off the boards for Deacon. He'll pick that up at center ice. Squeeze behind the linesman. Colts send it back to neutral ice. Centering pass. Kelly, backhand to Hunter, along far boards. Hunter chips it in over the blue line. Kelly picks it up and sends it in deep from there. Colts going to the box for hooking. Colts penalty number 5, 2 minutes for hooking. 4:36 to go in the first period. Flyers going to their power play. Hopefully today's better than last week. Kelly to take the draw. Colts tie it up. Loose puck. Cleared to the far boards. Passed way and down the ice. Jeffrey Stedman back to collect it. He'll send it to the far boards to Hunter. Hunter up to Kelly. Just couldn't hold on to it. Colts send it back in the Flyers' territory. Jeffrey Stedman to Way in the far wing. Way across ice for Deacon Ellis, just out of his reach. That puck will roll into the Colts' territory, but no further. Colts send it to center ice. Way to Kelly. Kelly in over the blue line. Shot blocked in front. Colts pick it up in the far corner. Send it behind. Deacon Ellis was almost there to grab that. Colts off the boards to the blue line and down. Milks sets that up. Sends it to Way. Way up the near wing. Gets it to center. Felix just out of his reach. Way stops that from going any deeper. Way back to Gower. Gower steps around one. We'll take it up through center and over the blue line. Gower with their shot. Cut the stick of a Colts player. Nickel, backhand, goaltender was there, grabs it for the whistle. .39 seconds to go in the Flyers power play. Nickel in for the draw. Nickel wins it clean to the point. Gower turns, fires, blocked by the Colts. It's a foot race down the far wing. Colts get there first in over the blue line. Cutting towards middle, shot. Milks makes the stick save, rebound. Felix off the boards to the blue line and out. Sloan sends it off the near wing into the Colts territory. They won't have the legs for icing. Felix pressuring. Colts sends it to the far corner. Off the backboard to the near wing. Less than 10 seconds to go on the penalty. Colts turn fire at the center. Sloan back to Gower. Into Sloan. Missed him. Colts player coming out of the box, grabs it, sends it in the zone. Gower back to pick it up. In the far corner, under pressure. Nickel steps in. Randall trying to help out. Gets it to the half boards. Colts come off with it. Nichols going to the box for hooking there. Flyers penalty, number 97, Caden Nickel. 2 minutes for hooking. 2:15 to go in the first period. Telford steps in for the draw to the left of Milks. Colts win it, back to the point. The far wing, into the corner behind the net. Colts come up the near wing. Back to the point, played off the boards, back in deep. Savory pressuring. Centering pass. O'Shea intercepted it, gets it to the blue line, not out. Telford almost got there in time. Savory. To Lunny off the glass, not out. Back to Lunny, he'll turn, fire it off the boards. This time that'll go down the ice. Lunny chasing. Colts get there first, bring it behind the net to the far wing. They both trip over it, and the puck sits there. Colts regroup. Cross ice through center. Good stick by Telford to break up that rush. Telford almost stole it again. Puck along the far boards. Lunny backhands that to center ice. Telford grabs it off the boards. Through traffic. Reels it in. Just not quite enough. Savory helps him out and shovels the puck into the Colts territory. Colts play it out the far wing. Up through center. O'Shea turns and fires it to the Colts bench. 1 minute to go in the first period. Colts to the near wing. Through center into the Flyers territory. Kelly, Savory, slow him up. Can't play. Back in deep to the near corner. Colts out the far side. Shot. Pad saved by Milks. Rebound out the near wing. Andretti collects it. He'll turn and fire that hard down the ice. On target. Kelly pressuring. Colts goaltender's going to hold that for the whistle. 31 seconds to go in the period. About 15 seconds to go in the Flyers penalty. Kelly in for the draw. Puck. Colts get it to their defense in the far corner. He'll take it around the near wing. Steps around one, up through center. And over the blue line. Shovels it towards net. Milks holds that. Way clears that garbage out of the way. He's fine. Face-off back in the Flyers territory. Kelly steps in to take it. Kelly wins it cleaned away. He'll turn, fired hard off the boards. That'll clear the zone. Nichols out of the box. Colts to the blue line. Yeah. And Grady got it out for a second. Colts bring it back in the zone. Weak shot. Steered wide. Milks makes the save. There's a puck left in the net. Somebody didn't clean it up. Back to even strength. Second, Kelly ties up his man to kill the end of the first period. Ryan Felix is getting a talking to by the ref. Start the second. Flyers are up 1-0. Kelly stepping in to take the draw. Colts win another. Played back to their D. The far wing. Past everybody. Touched on the other side of center, so no icing. Gower collects it. Tries to fire it to Hunter. Hits Felix. Sorry, Kelly. Kelly off the near boards. DeCamillis chasing. Colts pick it up. And they'll send it out the far wing. Kelly got there first. Shovels it back to the corner. Colts cleared off the boards. Takes a funny hop. Comes out to the middle, but their man's there. Barry down the near wing. Lifts it into the Flyers territory, the near corner. Gower ties up his man's stick. Gets the puck to the near wing. Hunter. Colts behind the Gower's defense to the far corner. DeCamillis is there. Kelly picks it up, begins skating up the far wing. Kelly through center, in over the blue line. Drop pass for DeCamillis. You have to shift gears, cut over to pick it up. DeCamillis in the near to the far corner. Pressure. Colts strip it. Played to the far half boards. Colts stretch pass. Out of the reach of their winger. Gower collects it. Comes up the near wing. Centering attempt. Hits his stick. The Colts grab it. Felix in over the blue line. Centering attempt. Hits his stick. Colts pick it up. Oh, lift that outside their zone to the near wing. Colts back in Flyers territory. Down the first wing. Shot. Through traffic, Milks steers that to the far wing. Played to the point. Shot. Gloved by Milks. Rebound. He steers it behind the net. Randall picks it up at the half boards. Gets it out of the zone. Colts under pressure by Felix. They'll just play it in deep. Colts turn. Fired. Randall almost stripped it. Pressuring at the blue line. Randall keeps it in. Felix through his feet. Tried to play it back opposite direction. Colts strip it. Colts, backhand, in over the blue line, offside. Couldn't stop in time. Telford in for the draw. Colts get possession in over the blue line. Through traffic, loose. Shot missed wide. O'Shea. He keeps it down deep. Colts center it off the post. Which is there. Andrade shovels it behind the net to the far corner. Telford. And Savory. Flyers can't seem to get a handle on it. Colts off the boards through center. One-timer, he missed. Puck's in the near corner up to the point. Shot from out front, missed just wide. Flyers better do something here. The Colts are starting to come on. Jam play. Milks is there to hold it. Jumps on their loose puck. And he gets the whistle. 11:59 to go in the second period. Face off to the left of Milks. Kelly hits it at the near boards. Colts come off with it. Shot from a steep angle. Milks gets there and makes the save. Kelly in for the draw, wins it back to O'Shea off the boards to the blue line. Not out. Colts high off the glass. Back in the near corner. O'Shea gets a stick on it, hits the brakes to hold it there. O'Shea and Kelly battling in the corner. Colts come up with it. O'Shea got a stick to keep it in deep. O'Shea off the boards for Hunter. That'll clear the zone, and that'll be offside. That was pretty close. We'll take it. Kelly in for the draw. Won by the Colts, back to center ice. Hunter pressuring. Colts up to the Flyers blue line again. Steps around one, loose puck in the middle. Collected by DeCamillis before he gets run over. Off the far boards to the point, shot. Deflected wide by Way. Hunter in the near boards. Got a piece of it. Jeffrey Stedman to the opposite wing for DeCamillis. He gets center ice and shovels it to the Colts blue line and in. Colts cleared out right away. Way pressuring. Almost had it Hunter. Played to the near wing by the Colts. Way, good defense. Holds him at the blue line. Brings it up himself. Gets it to Hunter. He'll lift it into the Colts territory. That'll stop behind the net. Colts play to the near wing. To the blue line, just out of Way's reach. He'll get back first. Way takes it behind his net to the far corner. Jeffrey Stedman, he pauses. Jeffrey Stedman to Felix in the near wing. Stripped there by the Colts. He hits the brakes. Shot. Milks had that post sealed. Rebound comes all the way to the point. Cross ice. Played in deep to the far half boards. Jeffrey Stedman on his man. Felix steps in to try to help. Felix got a piece of it along the half boards. Back to Jeffrey Stedman. He'll send it out the near wing. Randall couldn't quite get a hold of it. Way, using his size as an advantage, gets it to the point, but not out. Colts bring it in deep. Loose puck picked up by Way. He'll send it around the glass to the half boards. Colts jump it back in. Second effort, Randall tripped up. Colts with the puck. Way steps into his man. He's going to the box for that. Flyers going back to the penalty kill. 9:19 to go in the second period. Penalty to number 14, Austin Way. 2 minutes for body contact. Telford steps in to take the draw. He wins it back to Sloan. Sloan tries to clear it. Hits a body. Gower trips up. Sloan gets there. Lunny shot. Milks got a piece of it. Cleared out. Rebounds there. Jam play. Gower sends that down the ice into the Colts territory. Lunny pressuring. Cuts in front. Colts to the point. Loose puck. Telford got stripped of it. Colts man sitting at the blue line picks it up. Drop pass to the point. Thrown towards the net. Through traffic. Colts player couldn't get the one-timer off. Clearing attempt by Telford, doesn't get it. Shot. Milks makes the save. Puck trickles just wide of the net. Lunny takes his man down. Loose puck picked up by Gower. He takes it behind the net. Misfires. Loose puck on the Colts stick. Out front. Shot. And it's in. Colts goal. Power play. 8:26 to go in the second period. Kelly steps in to take the draw after that Colts goal. He wins it. Camillus gets tied up. Colts pick up the loose puck, bring it back in their own end. Hunter pressuring. Colts at center ice. Kelly with a good stick to break that up. Off the boards. Doesn't come out. Savory brings it up through center. In over the blue line. Savory still with the puck in the far corner. Centers it. Nobody's home. Everybody peeled off. Colts back up to center. O'Shea sends it to the near wing for Hunter. Hunter in over the blue line. Through his feet. Loose puck. Camillus almost stole it, but the Colts come up with it and bring it out through center ice. Weak shot, missed wide of the net. Goes to the far corner. Clear to the point. That'll be out. Hunter in over the blue line. Kind of a lone shot blocked. Good stick. Camillus picks up the loose puck. He's got O'Shea at the blue line. Didn't see him. Colts turn, fire it way wide of the net. I don't know how that wasn't icing. O'Shea runs into his man. Colts jamming. Wilkes has the sealed. He'll keep it out. The whistle went and they shoved him in. Colts have changed the goalies. Nickel in for the draw. Nickel has the puck in between his feet. Clear to the point by the Colts. Hops over a stick. Randall on his horse. Where's the interference call? Felix picks up the loose puck in the near corner. Walks out with his shot. In traffic. Goaltender makes the save. Randall under all kinds of pressure. Colts clear to center ice. Jeffrey Stedman holds the line. Gets it to Nickel off the boards. The linesman's there. Colts turn, fire to center. Way. Another misfire. Colts regroup. Bring it into the zone. Shot. Outside and in. Get it back, boys. Telford in for the draw. Won by the Colts. They'll play it hard off the boards into the Flyers territory. Sloan gets that to center ice to Telford. Under pressure, Colts come up with it. Telford steals it. Telford to Andretti, just missed it. Colts come up with it, down the near wing, back in the Flyers territory. Centering pass. Wilkes made the save, loose puck. Clear to the point, shot, tipped in front. Wilkes jumps on it for the whistle. Telford wins it to Andretti, plays it back for Gower. Puck goes to the far corner. Colts come off the wall with it. Backhand, doesn't make the net. Telford picks up the loose puck in the far boards. That's Andretti. He shoves it in. Interference. Sorry, that was Lenny, not Andretti. Call that icing. forward. DeCamillis just doesn't get there in time. Colts back in their own end. Cross ice to the near wing. In over the blue line, offside. Five and a half minutes to go in the second period. Kelly back in for the draw. Wins it forward to the Colts. At the blue line. Hunter overskated it. Colts pick it up. Back through center. In over the blue line. And the Colts player got knocked in offside. Kelly back into the draw. Another one forward. Right off the boards, center ice. Kelly's there. Savory backs him up, ships it off the boards into the Colts territory. Colts to the near wing at center. Back in Flyers territory. Kelly on his man, gives him a little shove. Puck comes to the near corner. O'Shea just overskated it. Kelly pins his man. O'Shea back in there. Colts come up with it. A man out front, all alone. Colts along the far half boards, throwing on net. Milk steers it wide. Flying the net. Kelly in the far corner. Tried to get it to DeCamillis. Just takes a funny hop off the boards. Colts still with it, deep in the Flyers territory. O'Shea to Kelly. Kelly gets bumped in the corner. O'Shea steps in, gets it to Hunter along the half boards. Hunter stretch pass intended for DeCamillis out of his reach. Colts get there first, send it to Savory. To DeCamillis, in over the blue line. He's changing, gets off the ice. Hunter pressuring in the near corner. Hunter out front, intended for Felix, couldn't get a stick down. Colts regroup, pick up that loose puck through center ice. Way intercepts it, gets the red line, turns and fires just wide. Puck settles down behind the Colts net. Randall got slew-footed. Colts at the half boards. Nichols strips it, gets it in deep. Colts turn, fire it to the blue line before they skate it out. Colts chip it into the far corner of the Flyers territory. Jeffrey Stedman's on his man. Centering pass. Loose puck shot. Missed wide. Noakes doesn't have his stick. Another shot from out front. Hits the side of the net. Colts tried to throw it off the back of the net. To the far side. Put it out in the middle. Randall strips it. Randall through center ice. Kicks it up to his skate. Felix peels towards the net. Randall turns at the half boards to the point. Colts back in Flyers territory. Shot. Oh, that was kicked in. Colts goal, 2:55 to go in the second period. Telford in for the draw. Colts win it, back to the defense. Pass through center ice to the near wing. Gower off the boards. Clears the zone, the Colts will be offside. Telford on the draw, wins it. Andretti's slowing up to try to intercept the pass, but never happened. Lunny to Sloan at his own blue line. Sloan, another missed pass. Second effort gets it to Andretti. Shovel pass to Telford. Lunny was offside. Flyers got to work on their passing. Telford on the draw, one back. Colts pick it up, bringing it over the blue line. Centering pass through traffic, intercepted by Andrade to Telford. Telford backhands that to Lunny. Lunny in over the blue line. He spins. Sees nobody. Just tries to get it in deep. Sloan at the blue line kept it in for a second. Colts cleared up through. Through center in over the Flyers blue line. Again, they're offside. 2 minutes to go in the second period. Kelly in for the draw. Colts win it. To the Flyers blue line and in. O'Shea steers it to the near corner. Colts play it just outside. Cross ice. Almost intercepted by Kelly. Colts dump it back in. Savory to O'Shea. O'Shea intended for Hunter, just past him. Colts regroup on their own end. Colts off the far boards to the Flyers blue line. Savory sends it back out to center ice. Back and forth. Savory to O'Shea along the near wing. O'Shea to Hunter. Hunter up to Kelly, back to Hunter, in over the blue line. Centering pass intercepted by the Colts. Colts turn. Hunter steals it, turns, fires wide of the net. Colts get possession, send it to their blue line before Savory sends it back into the corner. DeCamillis out front. Loose puck to O'Shea. He turns, fires. High stick. 50 seconds to go in the period. Nickel in for the draw. Tied up. Colts get a piece of it to the far corner before they turn and send it around the near wing. Way collects it back in his own zone. Turn off the boards. Grabbed there by the Colts. Doesn't clear the zone. Shot from traffic. Milks holds it for the whistle. Nickel in for the draw. Won cleanly. Colts off the boards. Felix sends that to Randall at the blue line. Bouncing puck. Randall settles it down. Nickel picks it up and over the blue line. Nickel in the near corner. Centering pass by everybody. Colts cleared it out. Jeffrey Stedman gets the boards first. Backhands it into the zone. 5 seconds to go in the period. Colts up the near wing. Intercepted by Randall. Got a stick in between his legs. Colts turn, fire it in. That'll do it for the second period. Nickel in for the draw. Start the third period. Colts come up with it, in over the blue line, down the near wing. Sloan lets that one go. Randall had a piece of it, cleared to the blue line, not out, shot by the Colts, missed wide. Played back to the point. Colts happy to dump it back in the zone. Gower finally gets a piece, sends it to the far wing. Randall in to collect it. Under pressure, centering pass, loose puck. Sloan, out of his reach, gets it to the near corner. To Felix at the half boards. Felix turns, weak shot to the blue line, not out. Colts dump it back in the Flyers zone. Centering play off the Colts skate. Backhand by Nickel to Felix. He'll finally get it up to center ice. Felix in over the blue line. Under pressure, he had lots of attention on him. Sloan from the blue line. Throws it towards the net, intercepted by the Colts. We'll pass that up through center to the far wing. Back in Flyers territory. Gower back to collect it. Gower to Felix at the half boards. You get Felix to the blue line, not out. Second effort comes out. Colts at center. Off Gower. Colts were offside. They cleared the zone and went back in. Colts with the puck in deep. Shot. Bad save by Milks. Rebound cleared out to the point. Colts turn, fired off the boards to the far corner. Grady up through center. Randall tried to get there in time. Colts turn, fired down the near wing. Icing waved off. Gower picks it up, gets bumped, gets the puck to the far corner. Colts all alone. Lunny gets it to the blue line and out. Nope, not out. Lunny picks up the loose puck. Telford shovels that towards the Colts blue line. Andretti pressuring. Colts cleared off the boards to center. Savory's there to dump it back in. Lunny in deep in the near wing. Telford at the half boards. Pinches Savory. Colts come up. Cross ice pass. O'Shea with a great stick to break that play up. Clearing attempt. Doesn't make it out of the zone. Second effort stopped at the blue line by the Colts. Cross ice misfire. Telford strips it. Tries to play it around. High stick for the whistle. Face-off will come just outside the Colts territory. Telford in for the draw. One clean. Picked up by the Colts, and we'll dump it to center ice. O'Shea waiting, turns, fires it around. Far corner, puck settled down on the near side. Colts centered, or across ice, and Andretti almost came up with that one. Cleared off the half boards, O'Shea pinching. Slows him down at center ice. Andretti digging at it. Telford steps in, puck comes to Savory in the Flyers territory. Played to the near wing, lifted high over the glass. Now we get a whistle. Kelly steps in for the draw. Bouncing puck. Kelly got a piece of it to the near corner, but picked up by the Colts. Colts to the far corner, to the point, and out. Ray pinching, has the puck jump over his stick. Kelly back to collect it in the Flyers territory. Colts shove it to the near corner, far corner. Played out front, to the point, misfired, shot through traffic, doesn't find the net. DeCamillis picks up the loose puck, up the near wing, through traffic and over the blue line. DeCamillis turns, fires, loose puck, cleared out by the Colts. Kelly couldn't get there in time. Puck in the far corner of the Colts territory. To Way, tried to get DeCamillis. Colts turn, fire that down on target. Notes had to play it. That would have been icing. Jeffrey Stedman. In the far corner, Way wasn't skating. Colts saw that, capitalized, they'll jam it in. A little bit too much. Too much pressure on the Flyers goaltender. Way quick exception to it. Flyers back to the penalty kill. 10:39 to go in the third period. Nickel in for the draw. One clean shot, and it's in. Two seconds into the penalty. Nickel in for the draw. Another one won by the Colts. They'll pick it up along the far wing, chip it off the boards and into the zone. Savory to the blue line, not out. Back to Savory in the near corner. He'll turn, fire it harder on the boards. Randall picks it up at the far blue line. Gets center ice. Felix is about a mile offside. Colts, all the time in the world to come up with it, bring it to the blue line and dump it down the ice. Savory skating, that'll be icing. Give the Flyers a face-off in the Colts territory. Telford steps in for the draw. By the Colts to the near corner. They'll turn, hit the brakes. Backhand that up to the near wing. Savory shovels it in. Lunny, centering attempt. It's the Colts player, and they'll clear that to the near wing. Lunny turns and fired and caught an edge and fell down. Colts play that up to center ice. In over the Flyers' blue line. Centering pass. Deflected, cleared out of the way by Telford. Cleared to the blue line, not out. Colts back in deep. O'Shea to Andretti. He turns, sends it to the blue line. Colts keep it in. Colts through the middle. Telford lifts it to Lunny. Just had it bounce over his stick. Colts send it back to the Flyers blue line. Savory. Telford. Colts up to center. Lunny turns and dumps it in the zone. Lunny, the half boards, couldn't hold it. I apologize now, I think my battery's going to die. Colts back in the Flyers territory. Shot, Toshe by Milks, rebound. Hops over the stick of the Colts player. He was ready to turn and fire. Clear to the blue line, not out. Back in. Flyers finally get some daylight. Lunny picks it up in the far corner, hits the brakes. As DeCamillis coming in. DeCamillis to the middle with a shot. And the glove of the goaltender. Gotta get traffic in front, boys. Kelly in for the draw. One, that's a DeCamillis. Scramble. Colts come up with it to the near corner. Colts turn, fire it to the blue line. Way stopped it for a second. Puck comes to center ice, picked up by the Colts player. Jeffrey Stedman clears that to the outside. Flyers couldn't get it out. Loose puck, it's a scramble. Puck slides to the near wing. DeCamillis with Kelly along the near wing. Back in the corner. Kelly takes it behind the net to the far side. Colts shove his man off, pick up the puck. Hunter battling. Colts keep it in the zone. Way. Loose puck. Picked up by the Colts. They'll turn fire. Somehow that's scooped in. With 7.5 minutes to go in the third period. Nickel on the draw. Won by the Colts. Randall got a piece of it, kicked it up to his stick and over the blue line. Randall in the far corner. Nickel backing him up. Randall all kinds of pressure. Nickel. Randall battling along the far half boards. Colts come up with it. They'll bring it in the near wing. Nickel to the box. 2 minutes for slashing. Colts getting a 2-minute unsportsmanlike. So it'll be 5-on-5. Telford steps in for the draw. Has it in his feet. Telford, turn shot over the shoulder of the goaltender. Randall along the far half boards. Gets pressure. Telford steps in. Lifts it off the glass. Behind the net. Colts turn fired around the near wing. They'll pick it up. Centering pass. Grabbed there by Gower. Loose puck. Picked up by the Colts. And he gets sandwiched. Colts back in the Flyers territory. Centering effort. Picked off by Gower. He gets it to Telford. Who clears the zone. Colts to the near wing. At center. Throws it back in the Flyers territory. Gower collects it behind his net. Loose puck to the blue line. Just out. Randall kicks it up to the Colts bench. Jump in play, picked off by Telford. He'll gain the zone. Turn fired. Off the glove. Rebound to the near corner for Felix. Felix behind the net. He'll take it to the far wing. Centering attempt. Hits a stick. Back to Felix. He'll turn fire. Goaltender didn't see it. Colts pick up the loose puck behind their net. The near wing to the blue line and out. Cross ice pass, misplayed. Felix. He'll bring that back into the Colts zone. He gets pinned. The Colts are going to the box. Interference. 5.5 to go in the third period. Kelly steps in to take the draw. Let's use it, boys. Kelly wins the draw to O'Shea at the point. O'Shea across to Savory. Savory under pressure. Misfire, second effort, shot on target, held there by the goaltender. It's okay. Shot on target, steered wide by the Colts goaltender out front. And Grady with the shot somehow hits the goalie. Colts turn fire around the near wing. Savory at the point. He lets a shot go through traffic. Deflected wide by his own man. Colts hard off the boards to O'Shea at center ice. O'Shea backhand to Savory on the near wing. Savory through the middle. Colts get there first. Back to O'Shea. Savory in his feet. Sends that to Kelly at the blue line. Kelly, backhand pass, hopped over Lunny's stick. Tipped by the Colts to clear the zone. Colts back in the Flyers territory. It's taken down. Loose puck bouncing. Andretti struggles. Gets it to center ice. Colts are there. Shot missed by the net. Savory. Lays it off the half boards. Cross. Hunter picks it up at center ice. In over the blue line. Hunter under pressure. Tries to send that to Randall. Hunter picks it up out front. Jumped on by the goaltender. DeCamillis is there to bury it. 30 seconds to go in the penalty. Nichols steps in for the draw. He won cleanly. It's away at the point. Turn misfired. Wide of the net. Colts clear that down the ice. Jeffrey Stedman to get there first. Sends it to Way in the far corner. Way up to DeCamillis at center. DeCamillis in over the blue line to the far corner before he starts cutting. DeCamillis brings it to the near wing. Turns. Sends it high through traffic to Way. Shot. Doesn't get all of it. Missed wide of the net. Colts back to 5-on-5. Through the Flyers blue line. And in. Jeffrey Stedman gets there first. Sends it behind the net to the far corner for Way. Way. Intended for Nichols, just out of his reach. Colts send it back in the zone. Colts in deep. Centering pass. Off the stick. Colts makes a bad save. Rebound. That'll get a whistle. 3 minutes to go in the third period.